Okay, so figured I'd do a quick review on this Diamondback Obelisk gravel bike. So it is made by Diamondback Canada. It says designed in Canada, but they're a different company than in the States. So it's pretty hard to find information on this bike. But yeah, I've had it for about 6 months now. It really checked all the boxes for me for a modern gravel bike. So this guy retails around $1,400 and is like similar in spec to a Trek Damani AL2. So come up here. Frame does look a lot more blue in the sun. Typical drop bars, the micro shift sword shifters, mechanical disc brakes, front and rear. It's got through axles and micro shift Advent X drivetrain. So that's 1x10, which works really good and is pretty easy to tune in. So this bike, I've put about 1,100 kilometers on it. About 1,000 of that was inside on a trainer. So just got it outside to where it's starting to really get a feel for the tires and that kind of thing. But as far as geometry and the ride quality, I feel like I'm pretty versed in it now. So rides really well. I feel like it gets the power to the ground really direct. Is probably how I would describe that best. So I did swap out the seat as well, just for a more ergonomic comfort seat, especially when you're on the trainer for a couple hours. It helps out big time. The wood that came on it was very nice and is now on a mountain bike of mine, so definitely got some use out of that, as well as the pedals were really nice, platform style pedals. I just swapped them for clipless, so nothing wrong with those. Absolutely good quality components that it comes with, just didn't really need them for me. Has mounts for 2 water bottle cages, and you can see I got my light mount and my phone mount up there. All internal cable routing, so makes it nice and easy to mount your bag on there. It does have carbon fork with a tapered head tube, and everything is really modern. Like, you're not gonna have any problem finding parts for this bike. So tires I found really good. They're still tube tires. So when you start looking into the entry-level gravel bikes, that seems really weird to say entry level at about $1,400 to $2,000, but there's a few options. So there was this guy, which is stocked by Sport Check Canada. So it is a box store, but it's a very higher end of what I would say is a box store as well. Diamondback is really, they're putting some good components on these things. So I really wasn't too scared to get onto this, especially with the sales that they run, where like I think this thing was like 40% off when I got it. So it was well under $1,000 when I got this, but for that money, you can't beat it. Really, other than that, it was a Decathlon or a Trek Damani. Decathlon was sold out all the time, and shipping for those was incredibly expensive, so that really just ruled them out. As well, they have no replaceable derailleur hanger, which I just wasn't a fan of for longevity. The Trek Damani, same AL2, sold out everywhere. Waited for them for months, couldn't get one. Local bike shop did have a sale on an AL5, which has hydraulic disc brakes, but at the end of the day, I only paid about $900, I think, out the door for this, and it would have been about $1,000 more, so it just was not worth it. Especially for when you're getting on your first kind of higher quality bike. But very happy with this one. I've had no parts failures, nothing worn. Bottom bracket's nice and tight, cassette, shifting, everything good. The only thing that's a bit annoying is I find that you really have to adjust the derailleur when you're moving between your trainer and your back wheel. So I do have like an Elite Sweeto, so it's a direct drive trainer, so you do have to remove the rear wheel, and it's just kind of annoying to have to severely retune the derailleur between that, but really I only do that in the winter anyways, so not the hugest deal in the world. Other than that, bars, I find these bars really uncomfortable, and I'm not sure why. I'm used to drop bars, but maybe because the shape of them is, you'd think it'd be more ergonomic shape, but for whatever reason I just cannot get comfortable on these ones, even with thicker gloves and that, as well as tried tipping them back to try and get some more comfort, which has worked, but just for whatever reason can't get along with them very well. Might put on some ergo grips or something and see if I can make that a little better. Yeah, really no complaints on the bike. It's held up very well. Tires are good. They're tube tires. They're not cheap either. They have a good feel to them, lots of good grip. Would I take this thing mountain biking? No, probably not, but for maybe some light trail riding, I'd have no problems with it. So mostly what I do out here is gravel riding on gravel roads, so for that though it works great, and I really really have no complaints about it. If you can get this on a sale, I'd absolutely recommend it. I did go with a large frame. It's like that's their 54 centimeter if I look at my receipt, and I am 6'1", so I'm at the top of the large, and I absolutely feel like this bike is the right size for me. I wouldn't go any bigger with it. So yeah, hope that helps anybody out if they're on the fence about Diamondback Canada. I would definitely recommend it.